Joined now by Cape Breton Eagles forward Ivan. Ivan, what are your thoughts on the year thus far for yourself and for your team?
We didn't start well. I think we're kind of recovering now. So I think the team is really young and a lot of new players, so we kind of had to get used to. But now I think we are doing good and we got to keep it going.
You don't have any goals, and yet you have more than a point per game. Have you ever had a stretch like this?
No, this is the first time I ever, probably as long as I've ever been, with 7, maybe 8 games without a goal. Not really used to, but there's not much I can do if it's not going in. I'm really trying, having a lot of shots, but as soon as one gets in, hopefully it's going to come.
Does that even register mentally? Because as I said, you're getting a lot of assists. You've been in the 3 stars a lot. Is that something you even still think about? Because you're still producing.
I want to help the team scoring. So obviously, I think after 7th or 8th game, I was kind of worried. Yeah, my dad was telling me there's something going on. I was like, yeah, it's definitely interesting. And it's probably the best thing is it's happening now. Better than maybe end of the season or start of the playoffs. So hopefully I got to get through it soon. So hopefully this game's.
You were on the team of the week recently, so I don't think there's anything to worry about. You're also wearing an A for your team here in Cape Breton. As you mentioned, a lot of new guys come in. How seriously do you take that responsibility?
For me, it's really crazy. It's a thing I would never thought, especially as a Euro. It's just great having the A and being one of the leaders, and just really happy coach selected me as an assistant captain, so it's really great. Really glad I can do that.
You went to Red Wings camp, end up going to the main camp. Great experience for you. Just tell us how good it was to get that taste of the NHL.
It was great. Just everybody acting like professionals. It's just something else. It's different, and the training camp with the rookies was really a good experience, but when I get to the main camp, that was the real deal. It was really, really difficult, but good thing was I know now I can compete with the guys. I could probably play with them, so I thought it's going to be more different, but at this point, I kind of know how good they are, so I know what to work on, and it's pretty good for me, so I got the experience.
The Red Wings jersey, it just looks natural on you for whatever reason. Of course, you wear red with Czechia as well. You get to go to the World Juniors twice, I guess we can say. Just tell us about that experience. How unusual was it and how special was it?
It was something I never experienced, getting canceled after 2 games after the COVID. Yeah, it was something else. Got the experience World Juniors twice. It was good. Just not the result we wanted. 4th place was actually very good for our country after a long time of being 5th or 6th. So I think it was good. Yeah, it was something else, not gonna lie.
Pretty special win over the U.S., too, in that quarterfinal. That must have been an emotional game.
Yeah, it was really emotional. It was a really good game. Everybody was trying. Everybody was working. I think USA didn't really know we're going to be this hard to play against. They kind of thought, yeah, this is an easy way through. But we worked like a team, so that's probably why we won.
You became a sensation because of Ivan. I thought it was a little bit silly how over the top everybody was with that. But were you surprised that people were making such a big deal? Just the fact your name was Ivan?
I kind of knew probably something's going to happen like that. I was not really happy with some of the comments of the people. I got used to it, especially when playing in Czech and everybody talking about my dad and stuff. So I got used to it and I listened to those people. Still, I got kind of mad, but there's not much I can do. The only thing I can do is just not listen to them. And I know like those comments going to come everywhere I go, but it's a good thing I've been to an NHL camp and kind of got that to experience that already. So.
And you mentioned your dad. I'm sure he passed a lot of skills along to you. Long pro career, played in the CHL as well. And I think he finally hung up the skates this year. Am I correct in saying that? He played last year.
Yeah, we were talking about it. It's better for his health, but not really. I think he played 1 or 2 games this season. Told me he's taking a break from hockey. He's going to be assistant coach instead of a head coach now. He want to focus on his main job. But I don't know. It didn't really work out, I guess. He already played 1 game, and he's telling me, yeah, I'm still better than other people. And he loves it as long as he loves it. There's not much I can say to him.
You were also in the headlines because you had the number 1 goal in the QMJHL last season. That goal against Drummondville. I'm sure fans listening to this interview can see it. What was going through your mind? Was that the nicest goal you ever scored?
I would say it was 100% one of the nicest goals I ever scored by myself. Yeah, and it was just, I don't know. I practiced a lot of just messing around, flicking the puck in the air. I like to juggle the puck, and I don't know, in the game, I just lifted the puck and then I just juggled it twice. Yeah, I did it. Then I scored. And when I was going to the corner, I was, oh my God. I just saw the reaction of the guys. Probably crazy. And I went to the bench and I think it was John Hanna, actually, as an assistant, telling me, that's a good way to not be frustrated if we're not scoring. Not a bad way to score a goal.
There's been a lot of changes to the lines in Cape Breton, but last little while, it's been consistent. You've been playing with Samuel Johnson and Will Shields. You get a little bit of everything because you're playing with another 20 and a 16-year-old. What do you like about that trio?
I think it's really good for me and really good for William, too, because he got the experience to play with the older guys. It's good. Me and Johnny, we're just there to make the plays for him, and he's there to just skate around, get the puck for us, and I think we're pretty well balanced. We kind of play good together, and I really like it so far.
Yeah, and obviously you and Johnson are the 2 leading scorers on the team, and Shields putting up good numbers as a 16-year-old. You're a bit of a shootout specialist as well. What is your key to succeeding in shootouts?
I don't really want to tell, but yeah,
good answer.
It's just simple. My trick is I won't let the goalie wait for me first. I always wait for the goalie, what he's going to do. If he's not moving, I'm going to probably shoot. But if he's covering the 5-hole, probably scouted me from the video. I know Kanding. I'm trying to kind of get in his head before I go there, and I can switch it up anywhere. I get a lot of options from there.
You're a 20-year-old. I know you love to play pro hockey. You try not to think about that. You know this is your last year in the league. What do you think comes next for you?
I think I did a good job on the NHL camp, so I think if I can put up some good numbers, they'll get better than now. I can probably go pro here. I'm trying not to think about it, but it's the future. But I'll just try to get a contract here in North America. For me, Europe is a backup plan. Don't really want to go Europe until I know I can do much here.
Nice to have options anyway, and I'm sure there'll be plenty for you. How do you feel you've progressed in your time, and how do you describe yourself for somebody who hadn't seen you play before?
I think I really progressed since my first year for the Eagles. Basically, I'm a guy who can play anywhere. I can sometimes play a D. I don't care. I think I'm a good playmaker. I can score. Not yet this season, but
still putting up points.
Yeah, I can make some nice plays. I can play defense. I can block shots. So I'm trying to be like the modern hockey player who can do anything. The coach can just put him there. He's going to do it, and he won't say a word.
Yeah, we've talked about offense, but obviously you play in all situations, penalty kill and whatnot. It's been great to see. Well, Ivan, thanks for this. Best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
That's Ivan joining us at the intermission. You're listening to Cape Breton Credit Union Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.